side of life. Father, bring completion to what was left undone. Let their memory live on through acts of love, courage and unity inspired by their lives. We also pray for those left behind, parents, children, spouses, siblings and friends. Lord, draw near to them in their suffering. May they know the comfort that only you can give, the peace that surpasses all understanding. Let them not be alone in their grief, but surrounded by the love of a global Indian family that mourns with them.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة.
Start by thanking Your Excellency for organizing this meeting, for bringing us all together. Deputy Prime Minister, High Commissioners, MPs, fellow brothers and sisters of faith, as well as all of us of the diaspora. Death is a thing where, sadly, is unpredictable. We can plan for our birth, we can plan for our weddings, we can even plan for our funeral, but we can never plan for our death. And whenever it happens, it is always traumatic. More so when it happens so suddenly, like what happened on Thursday with the Air India tragedy, and of course all the people on the ground who were also sadly very much affected, and many of them passed away.
शुभ शुभ फलप्रदा। इसका अर्थ है मीन्स कि जीव कहां भी जाता है, जहां भी जाता है, उसका कर्म उसके साथ जाता है। और इस संसार में जितने भी जीव है उसको उनको अध्याम, उनके फल का प्राप्त होता ही होता है। इस संसार के अधाम जो भी उन्होंने कर्म किया है, उस कर्म अनुसार उनको फल भोगना ही भोगना है, वो अच्छा हो या बुरा हो। अधाम आत्मा की प्रतीक्षा। आज सब हम प्रे कर रहे हैं कि भगवान उनके आत्मा को शांति दो। आत्मा
Parliamentary Under Secretary, Foreign Secretary, also a close friend of the India-UK partnership, having served earlier as His Majesty's Trade Commissioner. Right? Friends from the Foreign Office, other parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen from the community. Let me begin by saying how deeply we appreciate the many heartfelt and eloquent gestures of support from the government at all levels, from the members of Parliament of the United Kingdom, from the diplomatic community here in London, from the British people, of course, and of course, from His Majesty's royal family themselves. We gather today at a moment of profound grief and abiding shock. We live in an era in which convenience and speed, facilitated by technological progress, have been so much a part of our daily lives that we do not for a moment think what might go wrong. After all, flying is so much part of our modern life that there are literally tens of thousands of aircraft taking off, flying and landing at any time of the day on our busy planet. This contributes and indeed exacerbates the very personal sense of shock and disbelief at moments like last week, when we learned with horror of the tragedy that befell passengers and crew of Flight 171 en route from Ahmedabad to Aldwych.
Distinguished guests, and of course, members of the community here today. I'm one of 3 MPs in Hounslow in West London, and we were devastated to learn we we lost two of our community to this terrible tragedy. And I know that many other of my colleagues are in the same position. Deputy Prime Minister said all that I wanted to say, powerful and moving speech, and also I can share as well. We are all devastated by this loss. Your loss, our loss. As Angela said, and as Ganesh said, people travelling to Gatwick, to the UK for so many different reasons.
Friends and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I first of all apologise. Many of my colleagues are not here because they're just about to start the statement in the House of Commons. They would be here if that wasn't the conflict in terms of their time and priorities. So I send their best wishes and their condolences, and my heartfelt condolences to everyone who lost someone they loved at Ahmedabad on Thursday. It's times like this it can be hard to know how to respond. And thank you to the faith leaders for your prayers and comfort at this difficult time. To gather like this is one important way. Thank you, High Commissioner, for bringing us together. Looking around, I see how this tragedy has affected so many gathered here and many who knew people on that plane, who know their families and friends, who are offering support to them. And that is another way we respond. We help. I would like to thank the High Commissioner and all of his staff, who I know have worked day and night to help family members to get to Ahmedabad as fast as possible.
And officials from the FCD group. We gather here today at India House under the shadow of a profound loss to remember and pray for the lives lost in the devastating plane crash that happened the 12th of June. दुख की इस घड़ी में हम सब उन परिवारों के साथ हैं जिन्होंने अपने आप को खो दिया. Thank you once again for taking the time to express your solidarity and for your prayers. May I now please ask everyone to please rise if able as we observe a moment of silence.